Smash that like button for me. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. A lot of people aren't hitting that. Please hit that. And let's get right into it. We got LaLa reacting to Carmelo. Then we got 50 Cent and Young Buck. This just will not end. And then we got more of this good advice. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Hope you're having a positive day and your day is going great. It's the weekend. July 4th is this week, so I'm sure you have a short week. And let's just get into it. Okay, so LaLa reacts to Carmelo. Carmelo did a whole video about how it's fake news that he's not cheating on his wife or anything. And, I'm sure he's probably not, but, he has messed up in the past, so it brings back those past memories. And LaLa is reportedly distraught, but I'm sure Carmelo doesn't want to lose his family. He has a son, he has a kid and with her and everything, and they're really good together, They're good, so let's just wish the best for them. But LaLa did react to the whole thing when that happened, and it hurts. It hurts when someone betrays you. Just imagine taking the relationship out of it. Think about when just one of your friends backstabs you. It's even worse in a relationship, because you really put a lot of trust in that person for everything. Then we got Young Buck and we got 50 Cent. So Young Buck dropped another record negatively talking about 50 Cent. And 50 Cent is removing them all from YouTube because this is what I said in the beginning. You cannot battle with someone who has you signed to them. Young Buck is signed to G Unit Records. As I said a million times, he was with G Unit Records up until 2008, got released around right after that, then signed back in like 4 years later. And what did you think was going to happen? If you go against 50 and you're signed to him, what do you think he's going to do? He's going to be able to stop you from releasing music. He can't stop you from doing interviews, but he's going to stop you from releasing music, and you're only hurting yourself. You're playing checkers while 50 Cent is playing chess. And I know some of you be in the comments be like, oh, you're on 50's payroll and all this. No, this is just plain facts in business, okay? It's no different than the working world. Young Buck is not an independent artist, okay? Just like when you go to work every day, you always have some sort of boss. We all have a boss. My boss is YouTube, right? Basically, they can take a video off if they want to, So you have to play by the rules. That's just how it is. You got to play by the rules in life, okay? Even when you're your own boss, your customers are your boss. Or if you're a publicly traded company, your stockholders are your boss. Everybody has some sort of boss. And all of our boss is God. God is our boss, okay? He's the one in control of everything, So we all have a boss. And Young Buck continues to make his life more difficult when he should have approached this whole situation differently and just said he wanted to be let go and be independent. That would have been fun. If it wasn't public, I'm sure 50 would have let him loose. I'm sure he let Lloyd Banks loose. I'm sure him and Yayo are just like best friends, so that'll never be a problem. But it's just like, oh yeah, and 50 Cent closed another TV deal, and he also announced it, and he says, ask T.I., we just closed another television deal. 50 Cent is heavy into television now, and as he should be. He's not so focused on music. You have your run in music. It can't last forever. 50's always going to be touring and doing other stuff. I mean, he has hit records. He doesn't have to worry about, dropping another new record. He's done hit records for a decade. Okay, so he's fine, now he's moving on to the next chapter in your life. You got to evolve. Can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. I've evolved many times, It's just, life makes you do that. Use that with your own life, too. Now, let's get to this part. Now, there's a certain celeb that's watching my videos, obviously, because they put out their own, hey guys, let's fix our credit. And you know what? It's good that more people are giving advice. Okay, so I'm gonna just take it for, hey, I'm glad other people are following, and that I've never really seen stars talk about fixing credit and everything and spreading the knowledge. You only know about this stuff when you have to do it. I didn't care about this stuff until I had to, buy things that require credit. So I'll elaborate on some key things that they put out there, okay? Obviously, the obvious one is pay all your bills on time, okay? And if you can't pay in full, you definitely work it out with the company so it doesn't go on your credit. And if something does go on your credit, then that's when you have to research things a little more, because you do not want to you don't want to just pay off the debt on your credit unless it's to the actual person that originally did the debt. But they usually sell, like say you owe Xfinity $100. They'll sell the debt and somebody else will try to collect on it, right? That's when it gets tricky. You want to try to write the credit reporting agency to try to get it off. Then if you want to get it off, it's better to try to work something out with Xfinity versus paying the creditor, because they don't always just remove it. You have to have, before you pay them, you have to have a letter saying, if you do this, pay this amount, it'll get removed. So you have evidence to show the credit reporting agency, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. There's 3 of them, okay? So don't just pay things off thinking it's gone. You have to have a letter before you even make a payment and everything, and then show that the debt was settled. And then still, it doesn't really just fix itself overnight. Any credit lines you have with a credit card or anything, store cards are the worst kind of cards to get. Do not get store cards. They have way too many cards out there with cash back now, and with 18 months of no interest. Regular card companies have that. American Express, Chase, Freedom. Those are the 2 I love. So if you have never put too much on a credit card, if you have let's just keep it simple. Say you have $1,000 limit. You don't put more than $300 ever on that card. And if you go over the $300, you pay it off immediately, okay? And make multiple payments during the month on your credit card, so it stays down. It stays as low as possible. You want to use enough of your credit where it looks like you're utilizing it and you can be responsible with borrowing money, but not so much where it looks like you're desperate for credit. This is what keeps your score high. You never want to go above, I would say 25%. Some people say 30. I say 25. Keep it between 10 and 20, and then pay it off every month, and your credit score will start to skyrocket over the months. I'm sorry. Then you can don't open up too many credit card accounts. Keep about 2 or 3. That's enough. That way you can spread things out. So if you have like $10,000 in each card, you could spread 3 to each card, or what, if you need to, Also, don't always if you're going in and every time someone asks you, hey, you want to apply for this? They're going to hit your credit. And the more inquiries you have in your credit, the more desperate you look like you're looking for money, and the faster your credit score will fall. Okay? So be aware of this. And just, the whole point of using your credit card nowadays is to get the cash back on these cards. So make sure you get a cash back card with no annual fees. Okay? A good way, if you have no credit and you can't even get a credit card, a great way to build credit is go to a bank, and they have these cards with a bank where you give them $1,000 and it comes off of that $1,000. It's almost like prepaid, but it's not. It's still a credit card. You're just on a trial period with the bank. to get a credit card. And, you know, never close accounts. Just leave them open, especially if there's no annual fee. Just leave the card open because it'll affect your credit history. The more years you have a credit card, the more safe you are for a lender. Okay. Always sign up for Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian.com. They're free. Okay. And these are the credit agencies that control your credit score. So you want to log in often and see what's on your credit, what's not, and you know, what things you have to work to remove. All right, guys. Well, that's just a little bit of advice for right now because someone put this video up or they put a post up, and it's obvious that they got it from probably watching. I'm not saying I'm the only one that does this, but I'm the only one in the hip hop space that's really integrating this with the news. Okay, so but it's good. I would like more people, famous people, to do it because everybody needs to know this stuff. So it's good. I'm not saying I'm not hating. I think it's a good thing. You know that the more people that spread knowledge like this is the knowledge they were supposed to teach us in school, and they never did. And this is the stuff that really matters. Anyways, guys, I'll check you guys later. Peace.